Alright YouTube, so today I kind of want to do a discussion video for Fallout 76, and it's about the NPCs, or the lack of NPCs I suppose. This is something that has bothered a lot of people ever since we kind of learned that there's supposed to be no NPCs, and I say supposed to because I'm a bit skeptical on that. But let's say it is true. Let's say there are literally no other NPCs in this game except for the enemies that we fight. It actually makes sense. If you remember what Todd Howard said during E3, like, we are literally, according to him, the first people to emerge into this new world. We've been locked in Vault 76 for like 20, 25 years. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. But we're the first to come out of the vault and explore the world. It kind of makes sense. Like, everybody's probably dead after the nukes went off, and only the people within the vault survive.
Set in the hills of West Virginia, you are one of the first to emerge into an untamed and very different wasteland.
So if this ends up being true, which again I'm a bit skeptical on, we'll get to that as the video goes on, I see no problem with this. It adds up. It's only been 25 years since the Great War. Most of the world was destroyed. If you weren't in a protected place like a fallout shelter, a vault, or some sort of bunker underground, you probably died. Unless you get turned into a ghoul. And when it comes to a post-apocalyptic game, a Fallout game, this actually makes more sense. We're running around the world with, 24 to 32 other players. Those are our humans. Those are our people. We're all from Vault 76. There shouldn't just be random people walking, down the road with us, some random survivor or something. This is a post-apocalyptic world. The world was destroyed a mere 25 years ago. There shouldn't be towns, like something like a Diamond City or a Megaton should not exist at this point in time in the world. There would be chaos for a long time. 25 years isn't really that long in the grand scheme of things. Like, I'd be astonished if the world was actually post-apocalyptic and within 20 to 25 years, all of a sudden there's settlements and order and traders and inns and bars and stuff. It doesn't make sense. It's like, it would not happen. To be honest, when it comes to the Fallout games, I question even 200 years in the future us having actual civilizations and stuff. I don't think we'd actually ever recover from something like that. The world is dead. There's nothing. I don't feel like we'd have enough supplies. I don't know if we could even procreate that fast to be able to make the population go up. I think people would be dying out rapidly. It doesn't add up in my opinion. But back to the topic at hand, NPCs. Are there actually NPCs in Fallout 76? Well, actually, yeah, there are. NPC just means non-player character. Any character that isn't yourself. And I guess another player if it's a multiplayer game. The fact that there are enemies in the game means there are NPCs. Right here, I'm struggling to heal Dogmeat. Dogmeat's an NPC in this game, in Fallout 4. This damn Mr. Gutsy that I'm trying to kill is an NPC. But are there NPC people in Fallout 76? No, I don't believe there is. Todd Howard said there isn't. Any human that you see is an actual person.
One of the main things that I saw feedback was when we say there are no NPCs. Okay, so that's one of the big differences that we really leaned on, which is every human, every character you see is a real person.
I think what people's main concern is, are there non-player characters that are giving us quests? Are there NPC quest givers? And I do think that's going to exist. The fact that they said we get quests from holotapes, terminals, and robots tells me that there are NPC quest givers. That's a robot. A robot is a non-player character giving us a quest.
Every human, every character you see is a real person.
Yeah.
But there are still robots and terminals and holotapes. If you see a lot of the quests we do in Fallout 4 that are kind of this found world quest thing, we still do all of that.
And these type of quests are honestly nothing new. I can't count how many quests there are with Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 4 where you find a dead body and there's a note. You read the note and it gives you a quest. Or you open the terminal up, you read one of the entries on the terminal, you get a quest from it. Those have been in the Fallout games since at least Fallout 3. Like, it's nothing new at all. It's definitely going to be more pronounced within Fallout 76, but I don't think it's going to be the only quest we get. A couple quick examples of non-human NPC quests we got from Fallout 4. There's the General Atomics Galleria. You come to this location, it's nothing but robots. You take the elevator up to the top of the giant Mr. Gutsy, Mr. Handy, whatever it is. You talk to the director, and you got to do an unmarked quest or a miscellaneous quest where you got to prove who you are by showing them some ID. Again, it's just a small miscellaneous quest, but it is still a quest to do, and there's no humans involved. Next, we have the Here There Be Monsters quest from Fallout 4 with the submarine and General Zhao inside the submarine. Generally, you're going to start this one by talking to the kid on the dock, and that'll start the quest, and that is a human, but you can alternatively just swim straight to the submarine, which I'm sure some people have done, and start the quest that way, and that way there is no humans involved. And he is a ghoul, which is technically not a human. With Fallout 3, we have the Keller Family Transcripts, which is an entire unmarked quest done through holotapes only. So these styles of quests are nothing new for Fallout in general. We get quests all the time from non-human NPCs, or from holotapes, or from terminals, or from robots. Like, it happens all the time in the Fallout games. Yeah, there's probably going to be a lot more of them within Fallout 76, but I don't think that's the only quest we're going to get. I believe it's entirely possible that we'll find non-hostile intelligent supermutants or non-hostile Scorch, which are like the feral ghouls that aren't entirely feral. They can use weapons and wear armors and things like that. I mean, every Fallout game since Bethesda has had the IP, and maybe even all the Fallout games so far, have had intelligent supermutants. We had Fox in Fallout 3 and some random encounter supermutant that could talk and things like that. In Fallout New Vegas, we had the entirety of Jacobstown, but you also had Lily from Jacobstown. She could become your companion, and there's a companion quest involved with her. And then with Fallout 4, of course, we have Strong, and then there's like Erickson in the Far Harbor add-on. You don't get a quest from him, but he's still an intelligent supermutant. I think he's like a trader or something. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if we come across some supermutant that isn't hostile, that is intelligent, that gives us a quest. I don't know if they'd repeat that a bunch of times in Fallout 76. It might be a one-off quest line, but I think it's possible. As for the Scorch, I don't exactly know if there would be an intelligent version of them, a non-hostile version of them. They are, feral. They might be more feral than non-feral. And they have stated in interviews that they're essentially the raiders of the game, like they're the ones you're going to find throughout the world that are humanoid, essentially. They can use weapons and armors, and they're going to attack you. But there's always the chance that there's like one of them that's just not quite there yet, that's not quite feral, who might give us a quest line. And look, that's only a few quests, maybe, unless they decide to repeat it a bunch of times. So probably a vast majority of our quests are going to be found quests, as Todd Howard said, with holotapes, terminals, and robots. But again, this makes sense given the story, given the setting of the game, how early we are. Like, most of the humans that are left are probably still locked in vaults, or already dead, or already turned into ghouls. Or supermutants, I guess. So if you emerge into a world where everything's destroyed, radiation's everywhere, it's overrun by a bunch of crazy-ass monsters that you've never seen before, it makes sense that any kind of adventuring you would do would be found. It'd be thing you go to a location, there's nobody there, you find terminals and holotapes and notes on the ground that tell you what took place in there, and that'll start a quest line of some sort. Like, that makes sense. Like, to me, it's not that big a deal. So many people are freaking out about this, and I don't think it really even matters. I think it's just one more thing people are latching onto to, talk shit about Fallout 76, to hate on Fallout 76. And it's just absurd to me because it's nothing new for the Fallout games. We're just doing a lot more of it. Anyways, my dudes, let me know your thoughts below. What are your thoughts on the lack of NPCs in Fallout 76? Do you think there are going to be intelligent supermutants, or maybe intelligent Scorch that'll give us some quests? And how do you feel about getting most of our quests from holotapes, terminals, and robots? And as always, guys, if you went on to enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, turn on notifications, follow me on Twitter at TheDashingDavid. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
Give me a smile, give me forever for a while, give me forever.